There's the PCE report that's going to be released tomorrow, 1 hour before the market opens, and we have a few things to talk about. So let's go ahead and get right to it. I really hope that you learned something new, and if you do, please consider subscribing and dropping a thumbs up. I'm going to start sharing my screen so you can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. My biggest trade for the day is shorting General Motors. So I talked about my short position. Overall General Motors was very overbought based off of recent patterns. General Motors has a consistent descending pattern. I explained it in today's earlier video. Feel free to watch it. And it's a consistent descending pattern. It's been selling off for about 2 years. And because of that, its true direction is bearish. It received news overnight that it was going to do a $10 billion share buyback. To me, it's just a desperate way for this company to try to inflate the price with a short-lived positive catalyst. When I began to see that it was no longer progressing and showing signs of resistance, I opened up a pretty heavy short position, and today's just the first day. I already closed it off just so you can see. I left myself with my one lucky share shorting it, which means I was betting against the company. You open the short by shorting it, and then you buy back to cover. I made $26,199.70 on this trade today. I trade with over $500,000. I shorted this thing multiple times. Again, I just like to be open with you guys. This is not an average short position for me. This was a very successful day when it came down to shorting, and I'm very grateful that I not only called it out in advance, but also my LPP team got to see me initiate the trade. It was actually one of our Learn Plan Profit traders that brought it to my attention during my live trading session. So I was actually thinking of either getting him a gift just for bringing it to my attention. So something I'll have to follow up with once I find out his name. Once again, I have to rewatch today's live session. But overall NASDAQ market, I'm also very grateful that that I made today's earlier video. I talked about the NASDAQ market pulling on back. And that was shortly after the initial sell-off, and then it came to selling off one more time, and then it sold off for the remainder of the day. There's a few people in the comment section that got offended because of the video calling out that the market was pulling on back. It just shows how unable people are to control their emotions. I mean, you can see in the comment section where if they get offended based off of something that I say, at the end of the day, the market does what it does, right? And my job is I wanted people to understand on why it was selling off. So if you were unaware, the market sold off today due to a Fed member who's a member of the Federal Reserve talked about the possibility of a potential new rate hike in the up and coming FOMC meeting. This was something that was not factored in. Everyone thought that the market was that the Federal Reserve was going to be cutting interest rates. So this caught the market by a surprise. And as you can see, this can easily be an overreaction. I talked about that the market was more bullish than it was bearish on the grand scheme of things, right? And it was just one pullback. I know that one day does not define a market reversal, but again, I would say that if you see those people that become very emotional down in the comment section, they are a true example of what not to be like, right? Because when it comes down to trading, we all know that it's your ability to be able to control your emotions even when things are not going according to plan. And I think that they are a perfect example of a weak person and their inability to control their emotions. And it's probably why they lack success in their life, right? So overall, NASDAQ market did not perform very well today on the 4-hour time frame. We're still far above the EMA line, far above the moving average, and the market's still more bullish than it is bearish. But tomorrow, we do have the PCE report, which is the most significant report for the Federal Reserve. I wanted to share this with you guys. The PCE price index is the Federal Reserve's preferred measure of prices. So this is why it's so significant. I wanted to share the market's expectation for you. The market's forecast for tomorrow's PCE report is 3.5%. The previous of what we currently sit at is 3.7%. So obviously, if you come in a little bit higher than what is expected, the market should potentially sell off. If we come in lower than what is expected, the market should react in a positive way. I'm not here to predict, but if I were to try to guesstimate what's going to happen, I have no idea what's going to be reported. The market's been doing a really good job reporting better than expected reports. It wouldn't really surprise me if they beat expectation and the market tries to rally, especially it being on the last day of the month. We call it headline momentum on why the market will find any reason on why to try to continue to rally, especially when it's having one of its best stock performance for the overall month. Well, for the overall year, November has been one of the best performing months. I wanted to ask you guys, this report is at 8:30 in the morning Eastern time. but it's at 6:30 in the morning Arizona time. I don't have to go live. I'll leave it up to you guys. But if you guys would like me to go live for that PCE report so we can capture and watch it live together, all I ask you to do is get this video to over 1,000 likes. Pretty simple. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on your post notifications, because if not, YouTube will not notify you when it is that I go live. I will also be going live tomorrow at Market Open for my live trading session that is completely different, and it's exclusive to my LPP team. You do not have to join, but you heard me talk about them. They are the team that get to watch me trade live every single day. So like the short position that I took today on General Motors, it was all caught live during that live trading session with LPP. And again, it's a one-time payment, lifetime access. One of our biggest discounts is going on right now, and it's the second link in the description down below if you want to take 2 minutes and check it out. So if you have any questions, shoot me a direct message via Discord or via Instagram, which is also linked in the description. And also do not forget, we have a few days left for our TechBuds apparel, BMW M4 and Tesla Model 3 giveaway. It's actually the final 3 days starting tomorrow. This ends on December 3rd. You don't have to join, but I do want to let you know that we are doing 20x entries, and our previous giveaway winner that walked away and that won the GTR giveaway entered during the final week, and it was because of the 20x entries and how significant that is as a multiplier. So what that means is every dollar that you spend on the site will get you 20 automatic entries. So if you want to buy a mystery box, if you want to buy a t-shirt, if you want to buy, literally anything, a trading mouse pad, the art that you see, it could be a flag. Remember, all it takes is one lucky entry, and that's at shoptechbuds.com or the fourth link in the description down below if you want to enter. I appreciate your time. Hope that earned your thumbs up. You guys let me know if you want me to go live for that PCE report. If not, for all the LPP traders out there, I'll see you tomorrow at Market Open for our live session. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.